Commander Boreal. Enemy forces in our perimeter.
Where?
Southern Quadrant, but they were on the move. Current location unknown.
There is no time to be lost. Battle, brothers! Space Marines, today the enemy is at our door. We know our duty and we will do it. We fight for our honor as Blood Ravens, as Space Marines, and we fight in the name of the Emperor. And if we die this day, we die in glory. We die heroes' deaths, but we shall not die. No, it is the enemy who will taste death and defeat, as you know. Most of our battle brothers are stationed in space, prepared to deep strike. Our perimeter has been prepared in the event that our enemies should be so bold and so foolish. We have placed numerous beacons, allowing for multiple, simultaneous, and devastating defensive deep strikes. Codex Astartes names this maneuver Steel Rain. We will descend upon the foe. We will overwhelm them. We will leave none alive. Meanwhile, our ground forces will ensure the full defense of our headquarters. We are the Space Marines. We are the Emperor's Fury. Deep strike squads, prepare for deployment. Brothers, strike at will.
On this day, we walk in step with you, Farseer.
Our future is clouded and uncertain.
Tell me of our
Yes, we have.
Our kin watch from
Every
aloft.
beacon we lose reduces our ability to strike on the field.
Retreat
Do you
from our
think I
minds.
care if we lose a beacon or two? This is war! War! All we need is enough battle brothers on the ground that we can crush them under our boot heels
As I
and
dream,
destroy
so
them with
shall
our
it be.
bolters. That
There
is
is
what
wisdom in
matters,
your
Space
words.
Marine.
Once I was known as
Awaiting your commands for random hand of fate.
Let us dance! We know our destination. There is wisdom in your words.
I embrace my aspect.
It is ours. End its miserable existence.
Command me to build. Look, it changes as I play.
Art of destruction.
This is gonna be easy. No one sees us coming. It is not over till the last Space Marine drops his gun and falls.
Necessary because I am dead doesn't mean avenge the fallen. They will perish. Sir, we have lost nearly half of our deep strike beacons.
Damn. We've got to hit them harder.
What do you
This
wish
is
of
Commander
us?
Boreal to
We know
relay.
our destination.
Send us all the units you have. Do you hear?
Affirmative, Commander.
Let us dance!
Do not worry, child.
Rekindle our ancient glory.
But I will still be there for you.
The random hand of fate delivers me.
Command me to build.
Because I am dead doesn't mean I cannot tell. As beautiful as I remember it.
The craft will see my music like stone behind.
There is wisdom in your words. They have planted minds here.
It is wise to fear the dead.
Those rhino transports grant them the element of speed. If we were to destroy the are producing them, then that advantage would be ours alone, would it not?
But we never forget.
Because I am dead doesn't mean
The mists of space and time return to my mind.
We may wander, but we never forget. Destroy it. We must become like birds of prey.
They are closing in.
Quickly now. Trust the road. Move before it is too late. Proceed cautiously. We must become like birds of prey. We must become like birds of prey. We may wander, but we never forget. Move before it is too late. Too late, baby. We must become like birds of prey.
We know what lurks in the shadow, pray know. A fast strike in and out.
Requisition point is in our hands.
because I am dead doesn't mean I cannot tend to my duty. We deliver death from the forests. They shall die before they even see us.
My music is a pillar on which whole worlds have been built. Take me where I may
They are closing in.
I find my own path.
My powers are yours. The future is clouded and uncertain.
cross the road into
Because I am
The
dead,
future is clouded and uncertain.
I cannot
Danger
tell
has found
my duty.
They know their peril.
Space and time.
Play the music here.
Your song shall guide me.
Proceed cautiously.
Enemy fire.
Quickly now.
Advance our banner.
We are taking damage.
I shall destroy what the enemy has built.
We must strike swiftly.
I dreamed, so shall it be. Kill them swiftly.
The enemy cannot hide from my sight.
As I dreamed, so shall it be.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
There is wisdom in your
Trust the road and it will be.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds.
We may wander, but we never forget. We may wander, but we never forget.
Just as we showed it.
And honor. Our loyalty is unquestioned.
I am the son of Fury here.
Proceed cautiously. We may wander, but we never forget. We must strike swiftly.
On this plane.
And press on.
Let us go. Now. Let us go.
Let your enemies fear. For a harlequin of the laughing god.
Shall I divine your next move?
We must become like birds of prey.
Shroud runners.
Before it is too late.
It will serve the song well.
Ranger squad here.
They will not see us coming.
This world is no longer mine.
Lose no time, spiders at your command.
The skies are our battlefield.
We are shaped by by fate just as we shall
Long
be.
ago, Liliath foretold this day.
Farseer, surely this is where all their transports have been coming from.
Command me to build. We are under enemy fire. My music will shoot through. My music is a pillar on which all worlds have been built. Show me a place that is ready to receive the gift
My
of the
powers
Eldar.
are yours now.
The obstacle is no more.
My malignance is only for a foe.
Destruction.
Done.
We are taking
We are the
damage.
Destroyer's agents.
Do not fear me.
set course.
Make us proud, brothers.
The hunt is on. The fine seafaring abroad. Skyward. Skyward. Face your shame, the fond sea Perry.
Now in need of service, your
The Eldar army approaches. Ready yourselves, blood ravens. Deep strike, deploy. Deploy.
I
Send
shall
everything
bring it
you've
to a
got.
swift halt.
You read me everything you've got.
Land Raider has entered the
Must
battle.
strike swiftly. Strike swiftly!
The stage is set.
We raise the hunt is
I shall make it so.
My mind is too weary to fight on.
I shall bring it to a swift halt.
We are Space Marines. If we are to die, our enemies will die beside us.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Let your enemies
What
fear.
needs to be done?
For a harlequin of the land.
Destroy it. Damage. We are taking
Proceed
damage.
cautiously.
The troop is ready. The stage is set.
I follow the random hand of fate.
this interruption. I must go. The hour wanes. I trust there is purpose to this interruption.
Where is there need of me?
We are a river to our people.
My specters are ready.
The Laughing God's faithful let your enemies fear. For a harlequin of the Laughing God dances at your side.
Do not cross over into the light.
We are as one. Graceful death.
We are under enemy
Thoughts
fire.
gathered.
Wisdom here. Nothing from my sight.
Too late they know it is hell.
For a harlequin of the Laughing God dances
The
at
prism
your
cannon
side.
is yours to command.
I trust there is purpose to this interruption.
Wings are torn. They ruffle our plumage. Our wings are torn.
Send us and reduce them to nothing but ash. Let no one survive this.
The prism cannon is yours to command.
We are the serpent.
We then
Swords to our bodies.
and earth now tread the heavens.
Engines charged. Where shall we go?
Farseer Karis found herself more and more troubled by visions concerning the Space Marines. Should the Blood Ravens meet with success, several outcomes were possible, and too many involved devastating victories for either the Necrons or the rapacious Dark Eldar. Either through ignorance or provocation, the Space Marines would unleash horrible forces on the galaxy. What the Eldar must do was clear enough, although a daunting task. Guided by her foresight and the wisdom of her ancestors, the Farseer led her army to the lands of solitude, and there made a bold strike against the famed soldiers of the Imperium. She would, of course, have preferred less direct methods, but there was no other way. While the Eldar loss of life was terrible, they did succeed in subduing the Blood Ravens, and their duty was fulfilled. While the battlefield was being cleared, and the Eldar dead ritually lamented, Farseer Karis pondered her army's next move, reflecting on the terrible price that is sometimes paid for peering into the tangled skein of the future.